Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are back again with another Lego building video. Today we'll be doing Lego Star Wars Lego set 75359. The name given to this set is a mouthful. It is the 332nd Ahsoka's Clone Trooper Battle Pack set. This comes with 108 pieces, along with 4 minifigures, which are seen in the Clone Wars Season 7. We have Commander Vaughn, a new character, and the reintroduction of Clone Trooper jetpacks and Lego figurines, which I personally haven't seen in a while. So without further ado, let's get right into building it. So right out of the box, it comes with 3 bags, one big one containing a majority of the set, the added details, and the visors and materials for each clone trooper. So, starting with the big bag. Opening up the big bag, we have all our clone figurines in here. Now give me a moment and allow me to separate these pieces. With everything sorted, I think the interesting detail is the fact that there is only one small feature that allows you to distinguish which one's the commander. And that is that on the figure body, if you look really closely, you'll see a little rectangle right there on the chest plate. That signifies rank, so that means that this figure here has to be Commander Vaughn. It's an interesting little detail. I believe I remember before they had pauldrons or like a chest plate that would go over. As we saw in the Captain Rex, it used to be solid plastic, and they would have a solid plastic cape around their waist. But other than that, not too bad. At least they distinguish him. And the jetpack clone troopers. The most interesting piece for me is the fact that they come with a blue jetpack. The first set that I've seen them in, it was just a Phase 1 clone trooper with a white jetpack, white armor, nothing special about them. And now, after Season 7 of the Clone Wars, there are special colors for these ones. So, this set comes with 2 jetpack troopers, 1 Commander Vaughn, and a regular infantry guy, which is just basically just a jetpack trooper without the jetpack. That's the only difference it makes. Oh, and before I forget, the visor needs to go on Captain Vaughn. So open the second pack with all your orange accessory pieces. Set them off to the side and just grab the visor. And the visor, just simply place it on one of the holes, and you've got to just line it up and pinch it in. Shouldn't be too difficult. Continuing on, it is building the turret. So, like I said before, jetpack troopers aren't something that we've seen in a while. It's a really... I don't know why they pulled them out. I mean, other than the fact that they are extremely unique. Sorry about the long pause and quick transition, folks. Looks like I probably should have opened all the bags, since the piece to build the turret was in another bag. And I can't tell you how many times I always panic when building these sets, wondering if I have all the pieces or if I somehow lost all of them. So anyways, after you open all the packs, separate it all out, you take the spider legs, place the gray, what I'd like to call a donut, on the stud pieces, flip it upside down, take your connector piece, long side down, and you have a little piece standing out, and you take the stud shooter that comes with the set, place it on, place the clip right. Oh, these ones are different. It's the same one on the rec set, but oh, there we go. Just have to make sure that it sits flush when it's not loaded. And apparently this one loads too. So or maybe I'm wrong about that. Nope, it just loads one. So, yep, just one for the turret. And that is just the turret complete. So next is the, I guess I could call it hovercraft. The funny thing about this is that it's actually been a set that's been released before. Just different clone figurines, different battalion. Before this, it was the 49th Platoon, I think is what it was. It was a set that released back, I want to say, maybe 4 years ago. It was an interesting set that I didn't get my hands on, but hey, they released this and it's about the same thing. So, to start the hovercraft, you take the dark gray, black piece, and then another dark gray. I don't know why they just don't put a solid there instead. Cross over it into a T. There we go. And then build the front half is what I think this is. Make sure it sits smooth and make sure all the pieces there line up in an arch. Then add your curved flat pieces to the edge so that it sits flush and covers the edges. Take another one of the dark gray 2x3 pieces, have it sit on the split, covering all 4 studs and having 2 hang off. Then it says to flip it over and attach the black piece right on the arch. I mean, for 15 bucks, I wouldn't say this set is, or $15 United States currency. I wouldn't say it's too exciting, but it's probably, well, who am I kidding? It's an interesting set to say the least. So attach to the 2x1 black pieces just on the edge of the arch that you put underneath. Then flip it back over and get the 2x1, one stud on top. Place them to cover the black piece and part of the gray cross that we made earlier. And then the smooth 2x4 or 2x2 flat piece. Place it right behind it. Take the two seats and place them on the cross, facing away from the arch. So far we have that. And that is page 21 out of, I believe, 56. So hopefully we'll get through this a little bit faster. I think it would be interesting if Star Wars actually showed what these things would look like in their show. Because I don't think I've ever seen this kind of hovercraft before. Maybe I have, and maybe I've just been blind. But I don't think I have. So, touch it like so. I'm knocking over my troopers. Well, that's alright. And after attaching the two stud pieces, grab the light gray, attach it right on front. Oh, then you take the 1x1 Lego brick, attach the blue one there, the light gray right there, just like that. Attaching 3 more dark gray pieces. I wish I knew all the names of these things, but hey, I just call them what they look like. So 2x1s with 1 stud on top, 2 on the front, and 1 just above the connector piece bricks. So now you have a piece that looks, your set should look kind of like that on construction step number 17. Next is the hinge piece, which I like to call, on most of these Lego sets, the landing foot, because most of them are attached to another hinge that act as like the landing platforms for some of these Lego sets. Attach the light gray stud on to where we place the hinge, then another black 2x1 right over the 2 1x1 Lego bricks that we have. So that's what we have now. And then we take our 1x1 arch pieces, place the short one on the front. Oh, there we go. They're flying all over the place. The long one paint facing towards the seats. There we go. So by step 20, this is kind of what it should start looking like. And now we are building the, well, for the lack of a better word, the shield, the plating that goes in front of it. So set off the big piece to the side, grab a triangle, or I guess you could say diamond shaped piece, have it to where it's angled, and take a stud shooter, or not a stud shooter, it's the attachment hinge. Place it on one of the 90-degree corners. Take another stud, place it on the other side of it. Take your shield, which has a little cutout in it. Place it right on top of that 1 stud piece. And then take the blue hinge piece, set it right over that, There's the first part of the shield, which attaches onto the left side. So it should cover the seat like that. You can see that. And the next step, you repeat the process again, facing the other direction. So, 90-degree angle facing away. Piece there. Another one there. So you build it like that. Attach that there, and another arch there. And there we have the other side. So now we have our plates, or guess shields. Although I never understood why they would need like armor plating in the front, considering how like 90% of the time every shot is fatal. Unless you have insanely good plot armor. Which of course they do, because the characters that you see in Revenge of the Sith are the ones that have to live through the Clone Wars. So then you take the other two stud shooters that came with the set and you attach them into the 1x1 pieces up here in the front. They will be angled, which is fine. I mean, it fits the whole aesthetic of it being unique, if you ask me. And it probably beats having the flick, the missile launchers that you flick. So, having now built the main body, the next step will be to build the engine. Or what I'm assuming is the engine. So you take the other circle piece, attach the light blue onto it, another light blue on top of that one. Oh, trying not to have these fly away from me. Take the light gray ring, place it over and around. It should sit smoothly. So you have what looks like that. Next, you attach the blue hinges around 3/4 of the way. And to attach the bottom, you use this unique piece that I have never seen before. It's basically just a T. Attach it there, and that's what holds it upright. And take the light gray disc, twist it around till it catches smoothly, just place on it, just like that. The next step will be to take your cross, well, I forget, cross connector, I guess. Feed it through this black disc. Make sure it sits flush. And slip it through, or feed it through your engine piece, like that. You just have to push it through. And on the back, take your cone, which has a cross piece connector in there. Set it on the back. Make sure to hold this piece with your finger to make sure that it doesn't slip through. Sometimes it might. This time it didn't. It's just short enough. Then finally, attach your small dark gray cone to the back of it. And there you go. You have what I assume is the engine. And this attaches to the back right here. Man, that probably has to be a loud noise if you ask me, sitting right near the engine like that. And again, you probably wouldn't hear anything out of that helmet. Finally, I guess this might be the final piece, is building the cross section that connects here to here. So to start with that, grab a 1x5 light gray hinge piece, placing them on either side, and a flat 1x1 right in the middle. So it sits kind of like that. Now you take your blue flat pieces, placing one on one end so it covers most of that. So you see it leaves one stud, just enough for this one stud piece to cover it. And you take the other hinge piece, attach it to one of the sides, grab a light gray 1x1 stud, flat, place it right on top of it, just like that. And set that off to the side as we start with the other hinge. Take the 2x1 blue piece, set it on top of that one. Take the black piece, it's basically just a 90-degree stud, place it underneath. Take a blue stud, attach it to the back of that, and this attaches to the other end of the piece that we just had. So altogether it kind of looks like that. Then finally attaching this piece, this side, towards the engine. Let it just click right in. Push down and bend until this piece lines up with that hinge on the bottom. Snap into place. And that basically completes the set. All in all, oh wait, they forgot the rifles. Well, interesting thing is that the rifles attach to the side of this. So, as you saw in the box, all these pieces have what I like are the preferred blaster pistols. These are the ones that I grew up with. These are the ones that I believe should have stayed with them, because of the fact that for a while they did stud shooters instead of these pistols, which were nice and all, but they really didn't look nice. And I mean, they didn't fit the vibe, but I guess they were more for like play features. So there we have it. 2 jetpack troopers, Captain Vaughn, the speeder with the regular trooper there, and the other seat, according to this image, can have Commander Vaughn sit there with his rifle. If I can get that done. Just right there. Just like that. I'll say about 15-16 bucks. It's not too bad. I mean, I kind of wish there was a little more to it. I mean, but I can't complain. I mean, it came with 4 figurines, a turret, and, well, a vehicle. But let me know your guys' thoughts, and next time we'll probably be building a bigger set, so I might break that up into 4 videos. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you have any ideas of what I should do, how I should change things, what things you would like to see, please let me know. Y'all have a good one.